have just encountered a bug in Assassin's Creed Valhalla where it corrupts all of your save files, and I lost 45 hours of gameplay. I'm pissed, so I am going to channel my destructive tendencies into a good old cheek product declutter. Hi friend, thank you for watching. My name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it. Today we are going to do a cheek product declutter. We are going to cover highlighters, blushes, bronzers, both powder and cream variants of the same. This I recognize as a bit of a problem area for me, just like eyeshadow is, but it is harder for me to cycle through all of these things, much harder than it is with eyeshadow, and so it is time for me to downsize once again. I'm not sure how savage or ruthless I'm going to be. I buy everything with my own money, so it's normal to be attached to the things that I wasted money on, you know? Things that I will declutter will go to friends and family. Without further ado, let's get started, and let's start with blushes, which is this little vat over here. Okay, so here is everything, my hoard of powder blushes. We are going to cover cream blushes later, and let's just go clockwise. This is a Kiko Milano Golden Waves blush from a former Christmas collection. And I think I'm keeping this one. It's a really beautiful, healthy flush, really easy formula to work with. 3CE Style Nanda, this is in Peach Splash. This has such a beautiful, unique undertone. It's very, very pastel, very white base. Would not recommend if you are darker than a paper towel. Like a Doll blush from Pupa, and this is in 300. Another peachy blush, really like this one. This has a slight pink to peach shift. It's a bit true peach more than this pink over here, so I feel justified in keeping both, and this is tiny. So I've got these three blushes from Etude House. These are their cookie blushes and they're all named after cake. This is Lavender Chiffon, then Pink Brownie, come on, and Grapefruit Jelly. These have a really beautiful powdery sort of formula. It's so easy to blend. I really, really like it. I'm for sure keeping Lavender and Grapefruit Jelly. Not so sure about Pink Brownie. I think it's fine, but it's a bit too ruddy for me, so I'll put it in the maybe pile, test it out, and see if I will declutter it after I use it for 1 or 2 more times. Speaking of ruddy, or well, more terracotta, I would say, this is the H&M blush in Rosy Brown. Really beautiful, neutral. I do like this though, so I'm keeping it. Blush Crush from Lottie London, and this is in Drake. It's pretty, but I don't think I need this and this and this. Though this is a more satiny matte shade. Yeah, no, I'm fine without it. I'll declutter it. This is a very old Douglas blush, and this is in E314. Ow, come on. Oh, look at me ruining my nails. Very pretty watermelon pink, keeping that. Pupa Like a Doll, and this is in 201. I almost decluttered this last time and kept it. And I've not used it since. Very pretty pink shade. Do I need to keep it? I'm not sure I do. I've not used it once since. But do I have other pinky blushes like that? I have this Jouer Duo and this is in Adore Me. Let's see if anything is comparable. So this is the Jouer Duo and this is the Pupa blush. It annoys me because I love the color, but it's just the packaging is so annoying. I'm keeping the Jouer Duo, though it's so annoying because I don't know if you can tell, but the packaging lifted and I put it with super glue and it lifted again, and it's ridiculous because it's an expensive duo. Like, why does it do that? Yeah, no, it's oh god, I don't know. It's so annoying, and I hemmed and hawed over it last time as well. Let's see how it compares to She's Passionate from Patrick Ta. So Patrick Ta is darker, but they've got like the same undertone. And these Pupa blushes are expensive as well, so you know what, just never mind. Keeping both. I'll see if I start using it more. I will make an effort to use it more when filming, and you survive until next year again. Let's just clean up a bit. At this rate, we're going to have to consider this more of a collection video than a declutter, but like, it's my money here, man. And yes, I'm aware of the sunk cost fallacy. I can't recoup the money, but for me, I have like an unspoken rule in my head. Say a blush was 70 lei, right? Then I have to use that blush 70 times for it to have been worth it to me. So I'm not the type of person to hold on to everything until it's finished, but I do want to get a good amount of usage from anything before letting it go. Consider it my way of paying respects to the item. This is MAC Pinch of Peach. I haven't found this on the MAC website. It's really strange. Also, this is so low pigment. So low pigment. One of my friends decluttered this to me because she's a bit warmer than me but not much darker, and she was like, I have struggled with this, maybe you won't. I have to pack this on, but it's such a pretty pink color though. I really like it. Very, very good for subtle looks. So in keeping this, I think it was maybe discontinued. I'm not sure. I don't care. I like it. Peach C Rose Pea Cheek. A bit disappointed in this one. I was hoping that it would have the same pastel quality as the 3CE, but the color is quite pedestrian. It's just a regular pink. It's fine. I like it. Let's see how it compares to that Pupa blush. Yeah, no, they still have different undertones. Sucks to be me. Keeping both. I know I'm doing terrible until now. Sorry. Shit happens. For sure, decluttering this Pupa one. This is again from a limited edition summer collection. This is honestly more of a brush topper type of thing. It's too icy. It's too icy, and if I want something icier, I go for Flormar Pink Salmon, which is my favorite. It's colder toned, but if I want an icy pink blush, I will always grab this and not this. So this goes, and this stays. Cover FX Duo. This is in Soft Peach. And this stays. This is one of my favorites. I loved this during 2020. 2020 was the year where I discovered peach shades and warm tones. I know I'm like 3 years behind everyone else who was into those in 2017, but I like what I like, man. I really like this, and I really like the soap packaging. I wanted more colors. I wanted to get Pink Dahlia, I think, but I saw on Temptalia that it was a dupe for the Patrick Ta She's So Passionate, so I passed on that. This is APU Juicy Pang Jelly Blusher in BE02. This is redder and ruddier than I expected it to be. But it's pretty unique in my collection, so it stays. Wycon 101. This is a baked blush. This is a beautiful strawberry pink. Love this one. I actually decluttered to one of my friends the Becca Foxglove, I think it was. I don't know. It was the pink one. I'll put an image of it here. And I preferred this one over that one because this one has a much easier formula to work with than the Becca one, which was always a splotch of colors on my cheeks and I had to fight for it. Zoeva Soft Sun, one of my favorites. This is a very beautiful, muted, rosy tone. My hand was still a bit wet, but you get the gist. Very beautiful, very muted. Depending on what you pair it with, it either pulls more rosy or more neutral. Love this one. Nabla Lola, not letting go of this one. Very beautiful pink. Slightly warmer than the Wycon, is it? Let's check how it compares to the Wycon one. One sec. Yeah, no, this is much colder. This is warmer. Keeping both. Very recent purchase. I bought this in December. This is the Kiko Lost in Amalfi blush in Silky Sand. I wish all blushes were this size. This is so compact. Love that. Beautiful neutral peachy shade. Keep. But I will be decluttering this one. This is the Kiko Waterflower blush. This is beautiful. Like, this photographs like a dream. And it's a beautiful shade when I manage to mix this entire gradient. See, just a beautiful matte pink. The problem is that to mix the gradient, I have to pick up quite a bit on my brush. When that happens, it's too pigmented for my face, and then I have to work at blending it out. So I feel I can pass this on to someone else that probably is a bit darker than me and will enjoy it more. I've got a few face palettes here, some that I made. I've got here a combo of multiple things. This is an Igneous Cosmetics highlighter that I really like. Igneous Cosmetics isn't in business anymore, which is a pity. This is a Melchior pink, which I've not used in ages, and it kind of feels a bit gritty, to be honest. Then there are these two from a Makeup Revolution from Isn't It Peachy? It had like a quad of blushes at a certain point. Really like this one, not a fan of this one. It's super pigmented, which would be great if you have a darker skin tone, not so great for me. So I'm thinking that if I want a blush like this, I'll just pull for an eyeshadow. So this one I will pop out and it can go away. Oop. Okay. Can I let go of this pink one though? I have not used this in ages, like literal ages. I did never even think to pull for it. So I think I can let this one go as well. Yeah, don't do what I am doing, kids. Don't use scissors. Use a needle or a spatula like civilized people. So I'm left with these two. And maybe I can put something else in here. I'll have to think it over. This Zoeva Cocoa Blend I use very rarely, but when I do use, I like it, so I'm keeping it for now. These are my two Bernovich highlighters in H9 and H7. I love these. These are beautiful and unique to my collection, so I'm keeping this. Never mind that we were in the blush category. We'll just segue into highlighters pretty soon. This is a custom little palette. I've got 2 depotted Wet n Wild blushes, Benefit Dandelion, a mini that I depotted and broke. This is not a true pan. And then Benefit Dandelion Twinkle highlighter, which I really like. I really like this one. It's a very subtle type of sheen. I really like Dandelion as well, but it's on its last legs, truly. It's almost dying. I'm not sure what to do with it. Can I let this go? These 2 Wet n Wild blushes, I don't remember what they are. Let's see, up. So this one pulls more peach, this one pulls more yellow. I'll keep both because I remember that I like using them. Okay, so I've set up everything, aligned them all prettily. I also went and did some face swatches because I was quite unsure about some of these. So, Pink Brownie I am keeping. Apparently, I like this much more with a brush as opposed to its stupid puff. I wish I could find out how to depot these because the packaging is obnoxious, and I find that the only one that truly benefits from the puff is Lavender Chiffon Cake. Unfortunately, I found out that both of these look exactly the same. So I am going to let go of the Kiko one because it is bulkier, it's limited edition, and also it was less expensive than the Pupa one. I will also be letting go of the Dandelion blush because I feel like it's hanging on for dear life. Oops. And I don't want accidents, and I would rather have this spot free for, I don't know, whatever else I decide to depot. All things considered, I think I can condense these palettes a bit, and I took out the circular pans from the Neve Cosmetics Empty palette. I'm just gonna put them over here. So now I've got like this really pretty peachy thing. I'm annoyed that there's like this empty space over here, but it is what it is. Maybe can I like... Okay, much better. Much better. So this is everything that I'm keeping. And in the end, I am decluttering these. Let's get on to highlighters and then cream products. So, highlighters. I actually really like everything that is here. I've kept my highlighter collection quite curated. My favorites are this MAC one, which is in Double Gleam. Beautiful and smooth. The Makeup Forever Pro Fusion highlighter, and this is the pinky variant. There's also a more golden one. Very beautiful, again, colder type of highlight. The Fenty Beauty Lightning Dust Fire Crystal. Again, 2 of my favorites. Actually, you know, the more I speak about it, the more everything is my favorite. I really like the Lunar Beauty one, which is a very icy space age gold. Nabla Privilege. I feel this would be beautiful on someone with a darker skin tone, but it's a really pretty peachy subtle for me. Nabla Wave, which is from their summer collection a couple of years ago. I'm out of space. Nabla Ozone. Kaleidos, Skywalker, Star, Surfer. Really like these. I dislike the packaging. These are colorful, as you can see. Like, I feel that the packaging is really well designed, but it's so bulky and clanky. This is a Pupaba highlighter from a couple of summers ago, like a limited edition something something. Really like this one. It's really pink and pretty. What I will let go of though is this. I've kept this from my other declutter. I've thought about it, used it, then decided that I like my Makeup Forever one better still. Like, I feel that they're quite similar. This is the Makeup Forever, this is the Wet n Wild. So I don't really need the Wet n Wild, and I'm not going to pick it back from my maybe pile. And then the Pixi by Petra duo, and this is in Delicate Dew. I've tried to give myself Stockholm Syndrome with this. This is a very beautiful, blinding highlighter. It's great for camera, it's not great for real life. I don't usually have any problems with texture. This gives me texture. And it's too blinding for me. I love me a blinding strip, but this is a bit too metallic. And it's a pity because I really wanted to love this. A lot of my favorite YouTubers love it, but I can't, man. I just can't. This Zessie one, beautiful, stunning, amazing. I've not used it on my face yet, so we shall see, but look at how pretty it is on my hand though. So we are keeping all of these. These are the ones that I am decluttering. Sorry, I'm blending you a bit. Bronzers, I have 5. I will let go of the Hoola Light. It is too light, man. It does nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. I'm sure I have eyeshadows similar to this. I just don't need it. Yeah. Nabla Dune, one of my favorites, quite intimidating when swatched, but it blends out beautifully on the cheeks. Beautiful formula. I really like this. It shears out with the brush. Very pretty. Kiko Lost in Amalfi Warm Melange, another favorite. See, I feel this is the more pigmented brother of the Hoola Light, and it's like I don't need both. Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil, which is more neutral than the others, and Sweetie Pie, one of my favorite bronzers, and the first bronzer that got me actually into bronzing my face. This is a much more pink bronzer than the rest. See, it's almost blush-like. So keeping 4, letting go of 1. Okay, cream products. For sure, I'm letting go of the Etude House Play Contour Stick. This is way too warm toned on me. I've tried using this as a bronzer, and it blends out nicely as a cream bronzer, but I just don't enjoy using it, man. It just makes me feel dirty every time I use it. It's got a particular undertone that just pulls like dirt on me instead of warmth. This is in the coloration 03 Natural. So if you're my skin tone, would avoid. If you're warmer than me, might be beautiful on you. It is a nice formula. For sure, keeping my Glossier Cloud Paints in Beam and Dusk. They're one of my favorite cream formulas. Would love to get more Glossier in the future. Letting go of the Dr. Pawpaw tint, and this is in Peach, I think. This is nice, but it is way too pigmented for comfort for me. It is very dewy, but that also means it doesn't last long. If I want a peachy blush, I'm going to pull for Glossier Beam as opposed to the Dr. Pawpaw one. But if you want a more dewy and cheaper alternative to the Glossier, I would recommend this one, but you might experience less lasting power. Also decluttering this Kiko Milano lipstick. This is one of their powder mattes, and it's an 01. it's absolutely hideous as a lipstick, but it worked quite well as a cream blush. It's just too subtle, and I don't want to bother with it. It was a bad purchase. It gave me concealer lips. I've got 2 cream highlighters from ColourPop. This is Flexitarian, which is just crazy strong on me. Boom. Metallic to the gods. And then there's this mix. I don't know what it was. It's glazed and scrumptious. Let's see. I'm keeping both because I really like them and they're still quite moist. Nude sticks. This was a trio of minis. I kind of regret purchasing this. I really like Sweet Peach Peony because it's a beautiful blush and it's really pretty as lipstick. Sunkissed makes me look sunburnt to the gods. Makes me kind of look orange. Not a fan. Oh Honey is pretty, but it's a bit too dark for me. Like you can see here, it looks pigmented. So I'm going to disinfect these and give them to a friend and just keep Sweet Peach Peony. Maybelline Dream Matte Blush. This is in, what color is this? Flirty Pink. This is not highly pigmented, not great lasting power. I feel that it fades on me really quick. So I'm thinking that if I want a peach blush, I'm just going to go for a powder as opposed to this one. So this can go. Focalier Stay Max. This is in 07 Orange Soda. Yeah, the name is very apt. It's a very beautiful, ruddy red. This can be used on both lips and cheeks. I need to use the tiniest amount, but when it does, it makes me feel like Snow White, so I'm keeping this one for now. I'm keeping these. And decluttering these. Let's just count all together all of the things that I let go of from my collection in this round. 3, 6, 9, 10, 13, 16. 16 items that will be out of my collection. It was not a ruthless declutter, but 16 items less is still 16 items less, and it will allow me to focus on the things that I actually like more. Thank you guys so much for watching this gentle declutter of mine. Have a wonderful evening, a morning, second breakfast, third lunch, or whatever it is where you're from. Bye!